Welcome back to Peterson Auto. Today we're doing a quick tool tip here. More or less a wiring tip actually. So we're going to talk about grounds. You're doing a build or you're adding anything on, grounds and wire routing are crucial. Wire routing is a fairly simple one. Follow the factory stuff. I've seen in this case here where someone would take a wire and run it from back over here under the cab, up over here, over to this frame rail, and then back over here to these. Now, follow your factory routing. All the factory routing on the 88 runs down the left-hand frame rail. That's where I ran all my stuff. All the air lines that I added on, all the wiring I added on ran down there. Looks horrible now, but that's because most of the zip ties are loose. So when everything's done, I can just go through and tighten a whole bunch of zip ties. It's, I just run it through the zip ties. That's my preferred way to do it. You can make a whole bunch of, loose harnesses and then tie them up then too if you want. Whatever. Keep them close to factory routing. Keep them close to factory wiring and stuff. You're not going to have a problem. Run over drive shaft, you're gonna. Now grounds though. Now if I wanted to ground these solenoids, I could ground them here. Now, physically would be a spot you could ground it, but it's heavily painted. It's probably got some corrosion on it. So whenever you put grounds in, you want to put a ground on a spot that's clean metal. Okay? So I had a hole just like that on the other side here. Then I went and took a file, round file, and filed out the inside, and I took a wire wheel and I cleaned off that a little bit. Now when I mount this ground, the metal of that eyelet will contact and we'll have a good ground. Keep yourself a can of spray paint. Usually black chassis paint is what I like to keep around. Like a gloss black. It'll cover most of your chassis issues and not have any problems there. So keep that around. All you got to do is just hit it with a quick spray of paint if you really are worried about corrosion. And if you're not, just leave it as is. Just wanted to cover that. Make sure you clean your grounds well. A file down in the hole if it's been painted, and round the outside with the wire wheel or something to get down to actual bare metal. Going through the hole helps a lot because that bolt's probably going to touch at least one edge of that hole, and having the eyelet contact is crucial. So having this clean here, the eyelet will contact it as I showed you. See how it covers the bare metal now? That's ideally what you want, and that's going to make sure that ground is a good ground back to the battery. So something to remember, something to keep in mind. Make sure you have good grounds. Metal to metal makes a ground, metal to paint does not. So when you're building something or restoring something, metal to paint's not the way to go. Metal to metal is. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Peterson Auto.